You killed my dog!
Goo goo gaga.
No! Look, I am a very big Star Wars fan. I mean, take a look at my room. I love the franchise. I grew up with it. But there was one movie I cannot excuse. That is The Rise of Skywalker for many reasons. I have not watched the film since it came out in theaters. The Rise of Skywalker was the first time in a while where I went to watch a movie and I felt nothing inside the whole time. I hate being negative about movies because I believe every movie has something good in them. This movie, there's some good things, but it's just the bad overtakes everything about this movie, and I just can't, man. The Rise of Skywalker is pretty much the conclusion of the Rey trilogy. I have no problem with the Rey trilogy. I thought The Force Awakens was really good. I enjoyed that one. The Last Jedi, I'm like 50-50. I enjoyed it, but I don't like the things they did in that movie. The Rise of Skywalker, I have nothing, no love, no nothing for it, just at all. The way they just ended the overall trilogy and how they handled characters like Finn, bro, it would have been a really cool and unique twist because the people behind the Rey trilogy, that said they wanted to do a new kind of twist in Star Wars. What would have been a more cool and unique idea is having Finn, a formal stormtrooper, become a Jedi. Dude, that is so, this trilogy had so much potential, and they just, threw it all away for Rey because they want a strong female. And, Rey could have been good, too. I enjoyed Rey in The Force Awakens. She was good. Last Jedi, hit or miss, but they fumbled with Rey. They did not give her much character or things for her to, just go off us for us to enjoy her character as well. They just made her strong, overpowered, can defeat anyone. And it's just dude, we barely even see her struggle half the time. But again, I like Rey in The Force Awakens. She's good in there. Finn, he was also good, but they fumbled him throughout. It's just him screaming Rey half the time in the movies anyway. Poe and BB-8, they're cool. They're fun additions. I like them. Chewbacca, R2-D2, and C-3PO, they don't really get a lot to do in these movies either. Well, except for Chewbacca, he gets a couple things to do. But overall, I feel like they're kind of underutilized in the movie, which, hey man, just whatever. With Leia, I believe she died in The Last Jedi. Superman her way back to living again, and then I think she dies again in this movie. I'm a little confused on that, but just overall, the only character I love from this trilogy is Kylo Ren. Even though he is a crybaby, I love his story and character arc, him going from a Darth Vader wannabe to him choosing the good side in the end and helping Rey fight Palpatine. That was really cool. Again, I feel like if this trilogy actually focused on Kylo Ren more and Finn, I feel like it could have been way better. There were so much interesting ideas they could have done, but they just didn't do it at all. And them also bringing back Palpatine, just dude, if there's no reason to bring him back, they don't even give a reason. They just say somehow Palpatine's return. Dude, what? That's so lazy. And just the Knights of Ren too, that little badass. They barely show up and do anything really cool. They just die to get killed. In this movie, compared to the other two and the rest, the Skywalker saga, I don't consider it canon, is they try to retouch or rewrite some things that happen in other movies and make Rey kind of the chosen one. I hate that idea. Anakin is our chosen one. No one else. That's how it should be. No one else should be it. Now, before I kind of, trash on this movie more, I do want to go on the things I enjoyed, which, dude, I enjoyed the whole scene of all, the people and the universe coming together to help for the final battle. I love that. That's such a good Star Wars thing to have. It sucks it's in this movie, but I love the overall final show. Not the Rey versus Palpatine. Don't like that part. No! No! But I like the overall showdown with the Star Destroyers and the people coming in to help. And the Falcon, Lando coming back. I love just everything about that. The music, that felt just good. That was the only time I felt something throughout this whole movie. Now, I also want to give, the actors credit because at the same time, it's not really their fault. They did their job pretty well. The cinematography crew did good. Just everyone did good working on the movie, just not on the story part or the directing part, just everything else just kind of falls flat, and it's just a generic cash grab of a movie because they set up so much in the other one, just nothing happens in this one. This movie only exists to make money and just to end the overall franchise. The movie literally ends with Rey saying, "I am Skywalker." She doesn't earn that name at all whatsoever. She just takes the name and lives where Luke used to live. Dude, like, just what is that ending? We don't get any more closure on Finn or the other characters we've been following for this whole trilogy. It just kind of ends right then and there. I doubt we'll see anything with these characters ever again due to all the hate and backlash from the fans. I don't blame them. But I just really wish they did more with just this overall movie. And there was like a way better. I believe the original idea for this movie was Duel of the Fates. Dude, the concept art and all that looks so phenomenal. Again, I just can't believe we got this movie instead. Like, it's just, this movie is just nostalgia bait, the Star Wars movie. Because everything that happened in this movie happened in The Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, all of that, and they just merge it into one movie. And then they just call it a day. And in my opinion, the rest of the movie is just kind of forgettable at times. Like, right now, I'm trying to remember what happened, but I just can't remember barely anything in this movie. I believe there was a spy who they revealed to be a character that was never really like meant as a spy. It was just a guy trying to take over Kylo Ren's position. I don't remember his name. I think it was Husk or something like that. Don't care because he dies in the end too. But overall, that's just kind of, dude, just, if you're ever doing a saga, don't ever follow in the footsteps of The Rise of Skywalker. Because at the end of the day, it's just a big slap in the face to the fans. Like, how are you going to retcon everything, change the story, throw away all the things you've been setting up for this movie, and then just call it a finale when it's just nothing. It just feels like nostalgia bait, Palpatine's back, all these characters, like, in the end, it's just, no, dude, it's just not how you do it. I want to thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. It supports me and the channel a lot.